All right, Jesse on Fire, welcome back to the channel. Well, this is the obligatory Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul video that everybody has to do, right? Because this is a big night, man. This was a huge night for boxing, for mixed martial arts, for Floyd, for Logan Paul, for Jake Paul. Everybody had an earth-shattering night last night. I know I did. Because for me, I was like, gosh, I wonder what's going to happen in this fight. Like, as a person who's had a little bit of experience in the boxing ring, I feel like, I don't know, like Floyd's tiny. Let's just play out all the factors. So Floyd is a very little, I'm not breaking his balls like I break just fine. I'm just saying, like, he's a little guy, like an actual, like, regular sized, but he's 145, 155 pounds. He's fighting this enormous 200 pounds, 6'2", 200 pound guy, right? I mean, I weigh 190 pounds, but I'm 5'10", but nonetheless, Logan Paul's an objectively big guy, right? And Floyd Mayweather has brittle hands from an entire lifetime of punching people in the face. So what do I think is going to happen, given that Floyd Mayweather is one of the greatest defensive boxers of all time and Logan Paul has just a little bit of experience? I think Floyd Mayweather is going to try to make him tired by just dipping and ducking and making him throw a million punches, because obviously he needs the guy to be tired if he has any chance of knocking him out. I don't think that he's very likely to knock him out. I think it's just going to be standard defensive wizardry. And then Floyd will, land a few punches here and there that'll make him win the fight, because if he takes too many chances, he might actually get caught and get knocked out by this guy. So what is objective one in boxing? Raise your hand if you've ever boxed. See, I was like kind of joking, but actually I'm totally serious about all this. Raise your hand if you've ever boxed anyone. Raise your hand if you've ever sparred anyone. What is objective numero uno? Go ahead. I would love to hear your guys' answers. Punch the guy in the face. Throw crisp punches. Yeah, look good in there. Go in there with a nice robe. Take it off and look good. Everything after that is all icing on the cake. Get a knockout. Win at all costs. None of those are correct. Okay? Objective number one is don't get punched in the face. Okay? Don't get punched in the body. Don't get punched is objective number one. Now, Floyd is exceptional if you are perfect on number one, you can't lose. You can't lose. And so last night went basically exactly as I expected. What did I say? When you're boxing these little guys, it's like trying to fight a ghost. You throw and you throw and you throw and you throw, and they just keep going, whoa, and you're like, I can't figure out, why can't I fucking hit this motherfucker? Where is he? Where is he? Slow down. Slow. You start grabbing him, trying to hit, and then still like you're like hooked. Try to throw a punch while you're clinched, and they still slip it somehow. It just like brushes off the top. It's infuriating. Okay? It's exactly what I said was going to happen. It's like fighting a ghost. I did not say if Floyd Mayweather doesn't knock out Logan Paul, then I guess that means that this was a total bad night for Floyd Mayweather. Why would anyone assume that Floyd Mayweather is going to be able to knock out an enormous 200-pound man who's in great shape in 8 rounds? I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm being totally serious. I don't understand everyone's take on this. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. This is exactly what everyone should have expected to happen. Like, Floyd plays great defense. Logan Paul, of course he was going to train like crazy. He's already an athletic guy. We've seen tons of footage of him like sparring Paulo Costa, other people. He can fight. So I don't understand. Are people do people think that there's weight classes are just like an afterthought? There's a reason why weight classes exist. How do you think, as an example, perfect example, right? Maybe I was about to make a bad example, but maybe not. So how do you think Canelo Alvarez would do against Francis Ngannou? How do you think Canelo Alvarez, the best boxer in the world, would do against Francis Ngannou? It's a real question, okay? Because I assume everyone's going to go, he'd knock him the fuck out, man. He'd knock him out. And I'm going to say, I don't know. I don't know about that, okay? Now, I'm not saying Francis would knock Canelo out, but I don't think Canelo would knock Francis out in an 8-round fight. I just don't think that would happen, because the danger to get close to him is too high. If you get clipped, even side clipped by Francis Ngannou, you're going to a coma. Right? Even Canelo Alvarez. And so he would have to play great defense. He would have to get in and out. He would have to go and land. Here's the other thing. When you're fighting a guy like that, You gotta get in and out, man. You can't commit to some huge, massive punch because you can't risk getting punched. So you have to throw quick punches. The point I'm making, I mean, Canelo Alvarez, I believe, would probably win in a similar fashion to this if he fought Francis Ngannou. It's basically the same thing, right? It really is. That's how much bigger. I mean, when I actually saw how big Logan Paul was compared to Floyd, I was like, oh my gosh, this is just absurd. It's absurd. But good for Logan Paul. I mean, he looked good. I would be excited to watch him fight some MMA guys. Straight up. Straight up. Now, I don't really have anything else to say except for I'm curious what those numbers were. It seems like a lot more people watched that than I was expecting, to be honest. Like, a lot of people watched. Now, I would guess a lot of people streamed it, okay? Like, you know what? I'm going to just say this. I'm just going to say this, all right? So I didn't watch the fight with the sound on, all right? I had the sound off the whole time. I had fun watching that fight. Like, I did. I was watching it. I was very engaged. The whole time I was thinking, like, man, this is a way better fight than I was expecting it to be. Like, this is a way better fight than I'm expecting it to be. Now, apparently, when I turned the sound on, everyone was so disappointed. They could, so boring, man. No one threw any punches. I'm like, this is boring? Like, I'm gonna be just straight up honest with you guys. I watch boxing, okay? I had more fun watching Logan Paul versus Mayweather and Conor McGregor versus Mayweather than I did any of Floyd Mayweather's previous 5 fights before that. Straight up. These are more entertaining, dude, because there's a whole other dynamic. Here's the thing about boxing. When both boxers are super good and super technical, it creates for boring fights. Because again, what is numero uno goal? Don't get hit. Okay, so when you have two excellent guys at not getting hit, what happens? They don't get hit. And why do we watch these sports? Because we want to see guys slip punches, or because we want to see guys get blitzkrieged? So if everybody's exceptional and not getting hit, boring. So I had a great time watching it. And then when they turn the sound on and it's like, oh geez, they didn't throw any punches. Boring, it's terrible. This is not a good night for Floyd Mayweather. This is when you really think about it, there was aside from the whatever $40 million, there wasn't a whole lot of upside in this fight for Floyd Mayweather. But I would guess $40 million, $50 million is probably some pretty big upside. That's decent upside. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it didn't sour me on him. Like if they did Jake Paul versus Floyd Mayweather next, so I'm just gonna. I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I probably shouldn't say this. I can't believe I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Okay. I never stream fights. Never. I never, ever stream fights. I never steal them. Never. And I stole that one. I mean, I didn't stole it. I streamed it. I got a link and I streamed it. And the reason for that, I'm gonna tell you right now, 100% is because of the Triller fight. Okay, because I paid $50 for that Jake Paul and Ben Askren fight, and I felt so stupid, so cheated and embarrassed that honestly, I think that's what it was. It's like the shame, because I do not believe in streaming fights at all. As a matter of fact, I've never stolen a UFC fight. I would never steal a UFC fight. Never. But someone sent me the link for this one, and I was like, just gonna be honest, I don't know if I'm admitting to a felony right now, but I did stream it last night for free. If someone wants to call me on it, I will send Floyd Mayweather $50. Because my point is, the Showtime broadcast was awesome, okay? It was awesome. I felt guilty. I'm being totally honest with you. I felt guilty. Like, the entire reason that I don't stream fights is I respect the business. I respect the effort that goes into it. I respect all these people that train. They're putting on a show. Everyone involved is working their balls off, okay? The Triller one was such bullshit, was so stupid and so off the mark that I felt like someone, reached into my ass and pulled $50 out of it. And I was like, hey, that was mine. And so Logan Paul ended up paying the price for that, because I'm going to be honest, that's the 100%. I never stream fights, and I did last night, and I don't feel good about it. I don't feel good, because Showtime, they deserve my money. I want Triller to send my $50 right over there. Send it to those guys. And if anybody sees this, it's a fighter, and they want to tell Floyd Mayweather, and he wants to hit me. Look, my email is in my description. So Floyd or Logan Paul, if you want my $50, hit me up. You're gonna have to create a relationship with me, but you can have my $50, and then we can see what kind of business we could do. Because somebody's on the come up, and it's not you, Floyd or Logan, it's me. That's ridiculous. But I could be on the come up if you guys started talking about me, because I'm about to blow. But if I got on your ticket, then I'll really blow. Anyway, so I got one other thing to talk about here. So I just did a video, a new Josh Fabia video, and I want to talk about this real quick because I made a joke on it, you know? Obviously, I made a joke on it. And I look in the comments, and there are people who clearly watch lots of my videos, and they go, dude, I swear I'm basically done with your channel if you do another Josh Fabia video. It's like, bro, you do realize I've done 5 videos to 1 Fabia video, right? Like 5 other videos. Then I did a Fabia video, and it was for an exclusive joke that I wanted to do, okay? I thought of it late at night, and I was like, oh my God, that's gonna be brilliant, okay? And I did it. And here's the thing. For every one of you guys that says, don't do any more Fabia videos, I need you guys to stop thinking that this channel is just yours, okay? I'm trying to share this thing. Now, if it was like 2 people saying no more Fabia for every one that's like, give me more Fabia, then I wouldn't do it, dude. But this is a democracy, okay? You guys are like a big group of my friends, and I'm doing the content that you guys asked for. And I'm telling you straight up, there are 15 to 1 do more Fabia to every one that's like, I can't do it, dude. I'm so sick of the clickbait. I'm so sick of Joshua Fabia. Okay, dude. Well, you're outnumbered, man. Like, I'm not doing this to fuck with you. I'm doing it because the other viewers have asked me to do it, okay? Like, I'm actually being serious here. Like, I'm being totally serious. If the majority of people were like, okay, that's enough, then I would stop doing it. The vast majority are like, dude, I've never clicked so fast. I love this shit. Give me more Fabia. What do you, like, you think I have the luxury to not give the people what they want? This is a growing channel. I'm trying to make it to where I can do this full time, okay? Like, I want this to be my job. And if I have a goal in mind, I can't neglect the vehicle that's going to get me there, which is people clicking my videos, all right? And by the way, the whole thing of like, dude, you're clickbaiting, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to clickbait every single video. Like, that's going to happen every single time. The thing is, the clickbait will always have to do with what the video is, okay? If I say, wow, 2014 scandal of Josh Fabia, you should just be like, oh wow, I wonder what the scandal is. It's got Josh Fabia in the title. It's probably a joke. Like, it might be a joke. Like, it might be a joke, or it might be something serious. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to click the video and find out, okay? Jeez, man. Respect the hustle. I respect your guys' hustle, for fuck's sake, Jesus. But anyway, I'm gonna be honest. I thought the thing that I did about Josh Fabia was fucking hilarious. I actually had to ask my wife, so if you guys haven't seen it, I won't ruin it. But I actually played the video for my wife. I was like, did I go too far with this? Like, can I do this? Can I do this video? Because my wife went to Santa Barbara. And if you haven't seen the video yet, you don't know why that's relevant. But if you have, then you'll know. I had to run it by my wife, like, can I do this? And she was like, probably not. I was like, is it that bad? She's like, I don't know. That's an approval from her. So anyway, if you like the content, subscribe, ring the bell. Peace.